Hey yo, what's going on guys, Framper here, and today we are back with some more Genshin Impact. I'm playing directly from when I left off. Oh wait, some more of Sakura Blooms. Oh yes, there's two here.
Lightning flash!
I did not hit both. That is sad. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Cause you need so many of those Sakura Blooms for Ayaka. Like this, I can get. I'm pretty sure I already have enough. I just need to like craft it or ascend it or whatever. The boss, I can just fight
Lightning
that
flash!
boss over and over again if I wanted to. It's the Sakura Blooms that are the problem. You have to get like 20, and then you're probably gonna get more, need more later on.
Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one?
Whoa, what happened to your leg, either? What?
Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'm guessing that's the samurai.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
Kurosawa okay, I butchered that. Kurosawa Kyonosuke.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh?
I have emergency food. Paimon.
One of Kurosawa's
What? We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter.
But I'm just a random person. How would I help
This is
you?
Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us
If he
anything.
suddenly refuses it, then maybe something is up.
He's
If he
keeping
used to
the
give it,
provisions for
if he
himself.
used to
I
give
just
it
know
before.
We'll starve.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kur.
Probably because he's telling the truth and he doesn't actually know anything about it.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work.
Whoa.
Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were.
Well, if the guy behind you said that you used to give them supplies every month, then obviously it's to give them supplies every month.
And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling.
Okay, well, I don't know anything about that.
Like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what we should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have
Man, these three wishes I'm just helping out people that are sad, basically. Let me talk to this person just so I can get the world quest.
gone to the outside world.
Did I not talk to the right person? What is this? You know, whatever. It might bring me into a world quest that I can't, not do. Cause they used to have that in like Leeway and Mondstadt. Remember, you do a world quest, and because of that world quest, you couldn't like go into co-op or anything else. Yeah.
We really outdid
Probably best to
ourselves
do it
this
in my
time.
own time.
All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jack.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's
All right, man. You go ahead and continue to pillage. I'll just go ahead and continue to kill you.
take flight.
Ow! I know Ayaka right now isn't that strong. Actually, no, she's strong for her level, and her talent level. But like, I just love using her. That's why I'm like playing as her instead of like D-Look. Cause I just love her playstyle. I don't even care how long it takes me to kill the enemies. It's so fun. The way she plays is so fun.
That was all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know?
Nice.
Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
No thanks.
Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew we shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? What?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a
What?
strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
What?
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking
Aoi.
tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the
Aoi.
bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Aoi. I don't know why. That's stuck in my head for some reason now. As soon as I heard Miss Aoi, that part, I don't know. I think it came from a song. I don't know what song. Obviously, in the song, it wasn't Aoi. It sounded like Aoi, but it probably wasn't. What the hell? I don't know, man. I'm rambling on. All right, what do you want?
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something?
Should I? I'm gonna try. Tsukumomono. Tsukumomono groceries. I got it. Easy.
Or perhaps there's something you want. Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Oh, he owes you. I thought you owe him.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful. So he deemed it necessary.
Wow. Kurosawa
Man, the
was
villagers
practicing all
suck.
month and no one ever appreciated what he did. They just
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That's most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses it. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell.
I know you have, like, he owes you and everything, but I mean, come on. Have a heart. I'm starting to notice that the people of Mondstadt and Liyue, the people in Mondstadt and Liyue are almost one and the same, right? They're almost the way they act. They're almost the same. Pretty much, you know, the usual. You know, some people here are kind of annoying, but you know, almost all of them are kind. But almost everyone I've been meeting here, like the villagers, okay, actually not a lot. Well, no, yeah, actually a lot. The people from Rito, or a good bunch of them. The people in that village, they're a lot like meaner.
In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price. At least that's what Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even
He doesn't
provide
remember
you with
anything.
the answers you're looking. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's.
But
Information is also a kind of commodity. Don't worry, I won't charge much for information.
at least we now know where let's go talk to Kurosawa again.
I just got charged 2,000 Mora by doing a story quest. Please tell me they didn't actually take that out of my Mora. I know it's 2,000, but Mora is still Mora. It becomes a pretty big commodity later on. What is this? Why are you... Oh, no, I want to have my commissions at Inazuma. I want to be able to... I'm sick and tired of doing commissions in Mondstadt and Liyue. I'm sick and tired of doing commissions in general, but if I can do it... If they can be different every time now, I'll be fine with that.
What are you...
I presented them with a choice. Either it turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure?
Your voice does
hunters?
not sound like... Does not...
Everything I said was true.
Man, I can't talk! Your voice doesn't match your face.
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand.
Maybe you're just scared for the people, you know?
But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And this sword, I remember...
Oh, he
it
remembers
when I
that.
was young.
Okay.
I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hand, said to me, with this sword, you should.
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some
Man!
engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade.
Man,
I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses.
whoa.
In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
Losing a vision is no trifling matter.
Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience.
Oh, I see what Ayaka's trying to do. I think Ayaka's trying to make the traveler feel for Inazuma. Like, feel for the people of Inazuma and want to end up wanting to help.
You don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Oh, we don't even help this guy. We don't even tell the villagers about what he did. Oh. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Also, these three wishes, I feel like they're these three quests, I feel like they're trying to build up how you should see Inazuma.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though,
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all.
What?
Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Wait. Whoa. I don't think I want to deal with this. I'm scared of ghosts. All right. I'm scared of the dark and I'm scared of ghosts. But I'm not as scared of ghosts if it's very bright. If it's dark, then I am. I'm terrified. I always think something's watching me. That's why every time I play Dead Space, I ramble on because I feel like if it's too quiet, I feel like I just get scared. Whatever.
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately!
Bro,
Don't make me
relax.
draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
Sure.
No, you got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that, Paimon. You can deal with it.
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave.
Okay.
Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight.
Okay. Oh, I
He
almost
said
dropped
that his
something.
goal was to become the best sword master in the world.
Yeah,
And
we know
so,
that.
even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then,
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train.
He's not possessed. He's just the same as everybody else who lost their vision.
Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism.
That's
But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts
he.
over whether he'll completely recover.
You guys scared me, making me think he was actually possessed.
Grand
I don't know
Narukami
why.
Shrine?
you haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island.
I actually haven't been there.
Maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty
I
Shogun herself.
I haven't been there actually. I think I have I. No, because I remember climbing a mountain, but I don't think it was that. Was it that one?
Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course.
I don't remember going to a place like that.
Even one of the ordinary
I can't
shrine
remember.
maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
Wait, is he? No, he's not possessed. He's just like everybody else that lost their vision. He just lost his ambition. Right? But you better not tell me he's actually possessed. Also, is that the island I was at? I'm not gonna teleport. I just wanna see. Oh shoot, it is. Oh. It does not look like that up there, by the way. It just looks normal up there. 18 to 24. Alright. 18. What's up, man?
So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names.
I don't think I
want to
watch this exorcism.
In the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
What? What? What?
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
What? I'm so confused.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further.
Oh, I like this place.
Suspicious person sighted. Let's go.
How did you...
You did not go that far.
catch up? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me. We're the ones
Oh, whoa.
asking the questions here. First off, who are you?
Feisty.
And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You You seem like bad news, mister!
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior?
Anzai. Wow, what a coincidence.
You
The
must
one
be-
person he tells us about.
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again.
But why were you there in the first place then?
When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face,
Yeah, you know
how
that
to
sounds
become the
like
best in the world.
anime MC type character.
Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him
Props
from
to the
pursuing
guy,
it.
man.
No matter.
You gotta give him
Sounds
props.
like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back.
You didn't have to leave. You could have just kept on training. Yeah, you might not have succeeded the sensei, but you could have been really good, I'm guessing.
Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down though, I still respected his mastery of the blade, and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make Yoshi Sui art to perfection.
Do you look up to him?
I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up
I
the
mean, you're the one that
exorcism
went
at all.
assuming it, Paimon. Don't blame this on me. That was your fault.
Someone's not sure we should bring him back with us.
Yeah, we kind of probably missed the whole thing, which I'm glad we did. I'm not dealing with exorcism. Nope, not at all. Boom.
What? You're saying does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that
He lost
possible?
his
No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
But I hate that the traveler doesn't say anything about this. He could have just said, "Oh, he lost his vision." I met other people that lost their vision and went crazy. Forgot everything.
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your
Yai.
case.
Is that how you say it? Yai? Can I just pronounce that as Yay? Cause I don't like the way Yai sounds.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamity. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand.
Man, I don't know how you're gonna get all the way up
Lady
there.
Yai does not like to be.
Because I don't think there's a path up there, actually.
I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken...
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow.
Don't mind if I do.
Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure. After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai.
Do we actually get to meet her this early?
Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
Oh my gosh, we actually get to see her this early. That's insane. Oh, but I've been recording for 30 minutes already? Alright then. You know, I think there's a lot I have to say. About number one, about EA. I think she's more connected with the Raiden Shogun more than more than they're trying to show. I feel like she's very, very connected with the Raiden Shogun more than they're trying to let on. And as for the 3 wishes part of this, I feel like the 3 wishes were meant to show the player, show the people what type of place Inazuma is, and it's definitely different from Mondstadt and Liyue, which is good. I am excited to see more of Inazuma. I'm excited to see more of the islands. I haven't even been to the second island yet. I don't think I will just yet. I think I wanna continue on with the story before I head on to the second island, or maybe I will. You know, I'll see. I'll be doing it off camera and everything. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.